Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Antonia. I hope you guys are doing well. It's that time of the year again and everyone is super excited because June Clientele for Aritzia is coming up. If you are new to my channel or you're new to Aritzia as a brand, I have other videos talking about clientele sale, but just to sum it up, clientele is basically a private sale that Aritzia holds for their clientele members. If you're wondering how do you become a clientele member, essentially if you have an online profile or if you have given your name at checkout whenever you're buying something in store, most likely you have a profile. So Aritzia takes your profile and tracks your spending, and in order to qualify for clientele, there's some sort of threshold spend that you need to reach in order to be invited. Now, I don't actually know what that threshold spend is because I don't work for them, but some people have spent $200 and been invited, and I've heard some people spend obviously thousands of dollars and they get invited. So in the past, it was broken down to two groups, tier 1 and tier 2. Tier 1 gets invited first and then they get to shop the sale first, and then tier 2 gets invited about like 4 or 5 days later. So the only perks of shopping the sale first obviously is that you get your sizes, you get your colors, and you get everything that you're looking for. And tier 2 will come afterwards. It also helps control crowd levels and stuff like that. That's essentially how the Aritzia Clientele sale works. The sale happens twice a year, but it is vastly different in the fall. So they have one sale now in June Clientele, and then they have one during Black Friday, and it is vastly different. The one in Black Friday in the fall, it's only like usually 10% off. And then the clientele in June, which is the one that's happening right now, it's usually 10 to 25% off. Now, usually the house brands like TNA, WILFRED, BABATON, those get 20% off all across the board. And then sub brands like Group by BABATON, Sunday Best, A Goldie, they usually get 25% off, a higher discount. And then I can't remember, there was like, back then Aritzia used to have like massage and stuff. Every year it kind of varies, and I don't actually have the list, but in a nutshell, if you're looking for the house brands, TNA, WILFRED, BABATON, those will get 20% off, and then typically Group by BABATON and Sunday Best get 25% off. So any other additional brands that Aritzia has that aren't house brands like Citizens, Levi's, A Goldie, those brands, I don't exactly know what the discount is. In the past, I think it was 25% off. I just can't remember. So you can leave comments down below if you remember. You can just watch my previous videos to kind of see, because I usually show the little board that they give you guys, or I will talk about the discount percentages are. So that is clientele in a nutshell. There are pros and cons to shopping the sale early. So of course, if you shop the sale early, you get your colors and your sizes and stuff like that. But there is a chance that when the sale goes public, your items might go down into deeper discounts because we just have no idea of knowing what is going to be 30% off, 50% off. But very well, your item might be just like $5 off, and we all know Aritzia is notorious for very little discounts. Not to say they don't discount their items high. There's tons of times, especially when the sale gets really, really deep and it's close to snooze you lose, that the sale becomes very deep and then you can get a really good deal on some items, but then it's just hard to predict what items you're getting. So usually people just shop the sale because 20% is like as high as it gets for classic pieces. So for example, if you're looking for this jacket that I'm wearing the GANNA jacket in the like whitish color. I don't even remember this, like oatmeal color. If you're looking for this, usually this doesn't go on deep discount, and 20% is as high as you'll get. That doesn't mean that like another color, say like a seasonal color in like mint green, won't go on sale for 50% off. So you have to really be kind of, I guess it's kind of like mindful, but by the time you buy it for 50% off, will they have your size? It's like really like a catch-22, you know, like you have to weigh the pros and cons for yourself. So you might be wondering, when is the first tier of June Clientele? And when is it happening since you're making this video? Well, you've probably already seen like a million other people make this video, but word on the street through TikTok, that's where I learned it, was that clientele starts on June 6th. So this coming Monday, the time you're watching this would be Thursday. It still gives you time to go find an essay, still gives you time to make and curate a wish list. If you don't want to go shop in store, that's totally fine, but it still gives you time to go make your wish list. All right, so I was asked what my top picks were. I didn't think you guys cared anymore, but I'm very honored that you guys still care about what my top picks are. I think you guys know I'm pretty much a practical person. Sorry, Harley is leaning on my tripod. I'm a pretty practical person, and I want you to get as much bang for your buck as possible. My number one top pick, only because this year I see them on the website, is to get some sort of wool coat if it's been on your list. I know, we are in summer, but 20% off a $400 slouch coat is a really good discount. If you wait till the fall, it's only like 10% off in that clientele. And then if you wait till like Boxing Day, those classic colors, the sale is just not, it's not it. Like, it's not a big enough discount that would push you to buy the coat. Otherwise, you would have bought the coat by now, you know what I mean? So if it's been on your list, if you've been eyeing a slouch coat, a Stedman, the only coat, which by the way, I have tons of videos on all those products because I own all those items. You should definitely check them out if you want more information about them, but I don't want to make this video too long because otherwise I will be here for like 10 hours talking to you about clothes. So that's my number one item to pick up, only if it's been on your wish list and you've been eyeing it and you didn't want to pull the trigger because you didn't want to spend the $350 to $400 that it costs for one of those wool coats. I think it would be a really great time to save. And as of filming this right now, like, they are on the website. I just want to like prove it to you because like sometimes, see, it's on the website. Sometimes, and last year they did this, they have things on the website and they pull them offline and then you can't buy them anymore, and it's really weird. So if you do have an essay, I highly recommend you getting in touch with them, or if you don't have one, go to the store and just like suss one out that you want to connect with and be like, can I order XYZ? I have a wish list on Aritzia's website, can I order XYZ? So that way they can order them into the store for you, and then you can book a private shopping appointment, which is completely free, and then you can try on all those items that you were eyeing online, but now you have them in person. Because obviously right now if you go in store, I highly doubt that they will have a slouch coat, but if they have the slouch coat online, they can at least ship it to the store and then you have the coat in person, if that makes any sense. And then that also prevents the coat from being pulled offline, if that makes any sense, because last year they pulled all of the A Goldie stuff offline and then we weren't able to buy any A Goldie stuff for like the discounted price. So a little bit of a tip there. Second item that I highly recommend is the GANNA jacket. I'm wearing it right now. I wear it all the freaking time. It is my favorite piece from Aritzia. I have the short, I had the long. I actually need to purchase a long GANNA jacket myself. I sold my long one to my friend Alex because the wool was just too itchy. I don't like the plaid, and I loved the plaid at first, but this one's felted, so it's not itchy. But if you buy a patterned one, they're always like an itchy wool, and I have eczema, girl. I cannot be wearing itchy wool, okay? So highly recommend a GANNA jacket. I love the GANNA jacket so much. Crop, regular, long length, either one that's been on your wish list, highly recommend them. They're so versatile. It is literally June 1st today and I'm wearing a GANNA jacket. That's how much I love GANNA jackets. And yeah, I'm indoors, so of course it's not hot, but I love GANNA jackets, so highly recommend. Third top pick would be any of the Effortless, the shorts, the pants, any of the Effortless. If you're looking for linen, the crepe, whatever, because those are so practical, especially if you get the white, the black, a brown, any of those colors. Fantastic. They are such a nice looking pant, such a nice looking short. I definitely recommend kind of sizing up on the Effortless. Originally I sized down. Big mistake on my part because y'all know I'm a Chabolino, but Lauren, if you watch Lauren Valakit, she also said, how come the Effortless digs into my stomach when I sit down on them, but they're so perfect when I'm standing up? And that's exactly the reason why I think you should size up, or I fit in a 6, but the 8 is like a little bit big, I would just stick to the regular size I was wearing. I should have. Like, I have 2 size 6 pants now, and they're perfect fitting, but then when I sit down, girl, the band digs in, and I just want to be comfortable. So had I known that, I think I need to remember to do a sit test every time I try things on, because had I known that, and you don't know these things until you start obviously wearing them, but had I known that, then I would have picked up, you know, the size 8s versus the size 6. But maybe I will pick up the size 8 myself. There's no shortage anymore. So that's my third pick. My fourth item that I highly recommend is something that I don't personally wear a lot of, but I do recommend if you are in the market for a blazer to go for one of their blazers. I have the Cheryl, I have the Flores, and I don't even know what the last I have like some blazers. I have like a couple blazers from them, and I really do like them, but I just don't know why. I think I'm a more casual person that I just never wear them. I really need to get into the mindset of wearing it like the Jerf Avenue look, where it's like very casual, but every time I pick up, like every time I put a shirt and a pair of pants on, I end up putting like one of these slouchy coats on, because that's just more my style. Like, I just want to look a little bit more comfortable, and for some reason the blazer looks like really makes you look put together, and maybe that's not the look I'm going for, but I will make more of an effort to wear my blazers. But I definitely recommend one of those blazers, like the Flores blazer. There's like a Flores blazer and a short set that they did last year, and it looks so good. I actually have the Flores blazer, I just have it in like a tan color, and I really like it, but I just don't know why I don't wear it. But if it's been on your list, definitely recommend picking it up, because it is more on the pricey side. And once again, I'm saying it. Pick up the things that you've been eyeing that are a little bit more pricey. Lastly is any of the button-ups. I love their button-ups so much. I have the Future from Sunday Best. I have the Relaxed Boyfriend from WILFRED Free. Any of their button-ups are great. And then I have one from BABATON. I can't remember the name of it. I think it was like the Boyfriend. But any of their button-ups are great. You don't have to get their button-ups, of course, but personally I love them so much, and I just love that effortless chic look. Like, you put a button, like a really oversized button-up into a pair of jeans, and you just look so chef's kiss. I'm obviously biased because like 90% of the items that I've recommended to you are things that I personally wear a lot, minus the blazers. But not to say I don't have blazers. Like, I have those blazers, so just something to keep in mind. A bonus recommendation would be anything from the BABATON SCULPT knit line. Love those. They just make you look like smoothed out. They hold the girls in really nicely. Like, highly recommend any of the SCULPT knit stuff. I personally love like the little tank version. It used to be called the Argent Top, but I know that they've renamed these things since, so I'm not 100% sure. Anyways, let me know what you guys are shopping. My list for Clientele is obviously totally different because I already own most of those items that I recommended to you. But I don't know if it would be interesting for me to talk about the items and then show them when they come in. So I decided that I would hold off and just show you guys the items that I have on my wish list when they come in. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at _HelloHarley. Make sure to follow me on TikTok at HelloHarley. And I will see you guys in the next video. Happy shopping!